NXT just had their second week of Gold Rush. We had 5 matches that we're going to talk about, all championship matches, with one being an Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying match. And we get to find out who are the 5 guys and gals who's going to be in Deadline's Iron Survivor Challenge match. This is Unpopular View, the NXT review show. Hey, do us a favor. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Jesus. Hit that subscribe and notification. And we're going to talk about some NXT after the intro. You know what I feel? I feel like I don't say enough the share part. I saw the like, subscribe, and share. And so maybe there's not enough share being said in here. But yes, we are the NXT crew. We are the Tuesday Night Delight. I'm one of your hosts, the Great Grand Slam Poobah, joined with the sensational Sabrina Estella and the Dog of Madness. We wasn't sure if he was going to be on today, but he is here, and you guys should give this guy a shout out to the Dog of Madness. Guys, I mean, we were already talking before the show, but still, let the people know. How the heck are you?
Doing fine. NXT was good. Watched some NWA Power while I was watching NXT. So doing some double duty watching because why not? It was a taping I was at to celebrate my birthday early that one. So I decided why not watch and see what got caught of my reaction because I wasn't in the usual hard can spot. So I figured why not and have some fun with it.
Maddog, tell the people how are you with your "You Can't See Me" hat.
Yeah, like I just threw this on. I remembered he was on the show tonight. Anyway, yeah, doing good. Could be a little bit better, but got taken care of everything. Thank goodness over the past week, and yeah, on the road to recovery again. So that's great. Great news.
Listen, guys. We know there was not a show next week. Not next week. I'm so sorry. I'm mixing up my words, but you know how this works here. But last week there was no show. We're going to give you guys a fantastic show. We thank you guys so much for being here. Real quick, let's get into these chats. And this is our first right here because George is usually number 1 here in the chat. But we got Jeffrey beating him to the punch this week. He says, great show tonight for the second week of NXT Gold Rush. He also says, what's up, everyone? NXT crew of UPR. Yes, that is us 3. And we got George, and I was just saying this before we went live here. He says, good evening, everyone. I'm still buzzed from my birthday on Sunday. And we say happy birthday to you, George. We hope that your birthday was well. We hope everyone in the chat should say happy birthday to him. So happy birthday, George. Thank you for being a supporter. And also my troll. You have been my troll. We are having the rivalry of 2020. I don't know. I mean, I think it's growing because right about now, Maddog is kind of still in your thunder. So I don't even know. We got also good Christian Chess that Sabrina Estella is looking good. So be. I don't know what so be mean. Or maybe that's like 6'7" again. I don't know. I just realized there's an emote to that. You do like this. I only know it because I saw a Carmelo match. We also got. I'm sorry, say that one more time, though.
As did I. That's the only reason why I know that gesture with that phrasing.
Yeah, I had no idea that was an emote. Sabrina Estella is so beautiful tonight. The Great Grand Slam Poobah. You got to put the. There's an extra E. I identify as the Great Grand Slam Poobah. But good Chris says the Great Grand Slam Poobah. And Maddog's look is so handsome tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Happy belated birthday, George. We got happy belated George. Happy birthday, George. And he says, talking about Jeffrey, I think he meant to say so beautiful. You know, I was telling you guys a little bit off air my experience last week when I went to NXT Gold Rush. And it was such a fantastic time. Okay, I'm sorry, I just got some backstage stuff here. I just got distracted here. But I had such a great time. It was so great. I got to see live the greatest NXT Women's Champion, win her championship back. This is the second time. Earlier this year in July at TNA Slammiversary, I saw her win the Knockouts Championship. I got to see her win the NXT Women's Championship. You know who's missing in this chat? One of the guys is missing here. I should wait for him to be here, but I'm going to talk my mess because you know what? Everyone has, every chance JC. You remember 2 weeks ago when JC lost? Everyone couldn't wait to tell me she lost. They couldn't wait to hit my DMs and tell me that she lost. And here she is, the winner. Maurice's not in the chat yet. I'm going to give him some time. I'm not wearing a watch, but he was at NXT. He was at the NXT show last week, and it was so great to hear the music play as all he could do was sit there and be and shrink in his chair. I even sent, and I know it was his birthday, talking about George, but this guy DM'd me 2 weeks ago and said, I can't wait to show up on Tuesday and rub it in your face that JC lost, right? So I sent him a picture about JC winning the championship. He was more silent than the movies from the 1920s. Couldn't believe that this man had nothing to say. Happy birthday, George. But when I was there the whole time, every time I heard Def Rebel, the chosen one, I sung, like a thief in the night, we won't let you in. Because we hold on to the lie. What's the other lyrics here? Because we'll blind you with it. Where's my thing? And then they do this. Love that song. I sung that so much to the point it was so bad. Every time I heard the music, I didn't even sing at one point. I did this. I put my hand out because I felt it. And Shay told me to sit down.
I have a question, fine sir.
Yes.
Did you also tell him that now JC is the fourth woman to be a two-time NXT Women's Champion?
They can't take all that intelligence. They can't take that kind of intelligence. It's hard for them to do that. Once I start talking, is there a cue card? Look at that. Is there a code next to me?
There
is. Do you see that?
There is, yes, sir.
What the hell is that? Why is this thing next to me? What are you doing here?
Why don't you ask whoever is backstage doing that? Ask them why that is there.
Why someone asks, what is this? I don't have nothing to give people. Do not click that thing. I'm not giving you anything. I don't know what this thing is here for. I don't know. You see that? I don't know why it's here.
StreamYard added that.
It's there. Yes.
StreamYard is just doing way too much for me. But you was gonna say you had a question. I'm sorry. What was your question?
Oh no!
You said. Oh yeah. No, they can't take that. Only my Jack addicts will understand, but not the someone like George and Maurice. It's hard for them. It's very, very hard. So I can't explain it to them. It's like me trying to tell them 1 + 1, and then I have to break down just 2. I'm popular.
So it's a code to our YouTube page. Impressive.
There we go. But my experience last week, it was fantastic. It was great. And I look forward to talking about Gold Rush Week 2. And I promise there's no more singing after that. Until we get to Fatal Influence. I'm singing it. I got the cowbell.
Oh, well, that's great.
But Sabrina Estella, you want to take the floor before I continue to rant?
Well, we had a whole spiel of things that had happened tonight for Gold Rush Week 2. And we started it off with Jackson Drake versus Sean Legacy for the WWE Evolve Men's Championship. And I'm just thinking to myself, how much faith does the Evolve brand exactly have in Jackson Drake for him to be keeping that damn belt since he won? Apparently more than that he should have, because Jackson Drake is not a bad wrestler. He is just very annoying, which means he's doing his job right. And unfortunately, he has his swipe left lackeys, which technically their team name is Swipe Right, but everybody involved chance to swipe left because when you swipe left, that means you're saying no.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay.
Yes. And when you swipe right, it means you're saying yes. That's why they call themselves Swipe Right. But the match was good. I was hoping that this would be the time where the title would change hands and Sean Legacy would become the new Evolve Men's Champion. I was sadly disappointed. But the match was somebody better take that belt off of that giant egomaniac before I go down there and ask HBK How much faith do you have in Jackson Drake exactly for him to be the face of Evolve?
Sean Legacy was the one going for the title, right? He was
Yes.
the challenger. I will sit here and say this because I do not watch Evolve, and the only time I really get familiar with these guys when they sprinkle them in like some of the NXT matches. I would sit here and say is that he has a good look to him. He has a good look, good size to him. He was impressive. Now the other gentleman, I hear what you're saying when you're saying he's annoying and stuff like that. I mean, this guy's a total freaking hell. He has that New Jersey.
Oh no, he does. I mean,
Hey, New Jersey's a great state.
No, I
We
was gonna
just
say like
had Full Gear here over the weekend. I didn't go.
I wanted to say like I said New Jersey, but I meant to say Jersey Shore. So I didn't watch that show, but I always remember the
fist
music.
pump. Yeah,
I
fist
was at-
pumping. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like that. I was just
Yeah,
it was just
Pauly D. Yeah, woo.
I
He follows
said
me
if-
on Twitter, by the way. I don't know if you
I
guys
said
know
if I
that.
was so there was a guy called The Situation on the show, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
said I
Like Sorrentino, he went to jail for tax evasion.
damn, that's terrible. But I was just gonna say I was gonna nickname myself The Issue.
He went to a cozy jail, though. I don't know if you guys know that. It was like a cozy
No,
federal jail. They
you
gave
know
him
what?
like McDonald's
Right.
every day. It was crazy.
I gotta say this is one of
I
the
watched
only
the
times
show
that
right now.
it's the only one of the only few times where Maddog tells me something I literally did not know. I did not know any of it because the tax evasion. I knew he went to jail, but I didn't know for what. But the match was fine. I thought it was what I thought they did was what they did successful here was get people familiar with Evolve because not a lot of people watch it, so it does make you go like, oh, maybe I should follow this guy a little bit more and see what follow this guy's career and see what happens and see their growth. I mean, I think there's something so amazing about seeing people where they at and then where they grow to and where they're going. So the match was fun. I think it was I thought it was pretty it was solid. What about you, Mad Dog?
I actually really enjoyed this match. I kind of knew that Jackson was going to be winning. I just kind of didn't see Sean Legacy as the new champion, at least not yet. But yes, I agree with both of you. They need to get eyes, and I've been saying this for a while. Eyes on Evolve, and I really think it was still a mistake that Zadie Steele. I know she's a free agent now, and I heard AEW might even want her now. They should have focused on her a lot more. I think because she brought a lot of eyes. I know Jackson brings a lot of eyes. I know a couple other
they did focus on
guys
her
down
quite
there
a bit
bring
in
a
the
lot of
beginning.
eyes to Evolve, and that's what they want. So I think both matches tonight were good for Evolve, and I think hopefully it will get people to start tuning in. It's just AEW Combat's Evolved. I usually watch it on Thursdays when I get a chance. I go on Tubi and I watch Evolved because I'm watching Dynamite. But yeah, I thought the match was pretty good.
I mean, she did have a lot of eyes on her. She was the first WWID prospect.
Right.
But then they put her with swipe rights because they were getting eyes and they needed a girl for their faction.
Right.
I'll say
Whatever.
I'll say with Zeta, I didn't watch her stuff on Evolve,
Yeah.
but she was out here not that long ago for an HOG show, and I was very, very impressed with her. Like she comes off like bratty, and I think she plays that role very well. She had a match with Indy Hartwell, and that was my first time getting to watch because I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with her work. And I think she got a bright future. Was she 21, 22? She's a young girl, so I'm pretty sure down the line that she'll be back in some kind of way, in some way in the WWE system because she's so young. I mean, I think about someone like I don't know if she was in the system, but I know she was like an extra, and I'm talking about Jordynne Grace. So I think she would somewhere down the line find her way back in WWE.
Well, there's always TNA too. TNA's always looking for new, and
That's
true.
true.
Vinny always tells me, he's always texting me saying, "Hey, by the way, WWE bought TNA already. It's a done deal." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know."
Who told him this? How confirmed? How confirmed is that? No, because I love it. I love when people will tell you, well, this is the news, so this is what happened, and they say, "What's your sauce? What's your sauces beside barbecue and fucking mustard? What are you talking about? Please explain to me."
Hey, I like mustard.
I love honey mustard. What are you talking about? I have nothing against mustard.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm musticus? I don't even think that's a word. But Sabrina Estella, take the show.
Anyways, we get
We'll get to the chat.
earlier today footage of Sol Ruka just sitting down and a towel gets thrown in her face by Ethan Page, giving her a pep talk, basically telling her that you're not a champion anymore, but you could go for like the next big thing, which is going after the NXT Women's Championship, and not worry about the dead weight, basically telling her to drop Zarya and to focus on just herself. Myles comes in, tells Sol not to buy what he's selling. Ethan tells him, you're always sticking your nose in everyone else's business. And Trick Williams is someone who follows that example of staying focused on himself, with Myles saying, I'm logged in tonight and focused on Trick Willie. And that's why Ethan will never have to focus on you.
See, this was a segment that we didn't see live at all. This was my first time, and I never got up and left to go to the bathroom or anything like that. I sat there for the entire show. Matter of fact, a thing I think this is a safe place to tell people this, right? At the show, you go there to see some wrestling, maybe get some food like hot dog or nachos. I like nachos. Nachos are cool, right? A beverage, a drink, whatever. You know what I saw when I got there? I saw a guy get up, his pants sagged down, and I saw some ass crack. I said, "This is exactly why I came here for. I got to see ass crack for free, only at a wrestling show." So I just wanted to share that with everyone because I saw it and I wanted to tell everyone how very upset I was. But the segment here, it actually so. I know we're gonna get into the Zarya and Fallon Henley match. Right. I know we're gonna get there. But it did look odd, so this was one of those things that happened obviously after the first taping. But because without that context, because we knew Ruka didn't come out, but without that context, it just was like, that's weird, but I digress. Oh, no one needs to know that. Well, I didn't need to see that, George. I need to see that, so I'm going to tell people that. So yes, now you know that.
It's always fun to hear some stuff about that because it's different when you're not there, and it's also different when it's a pre-tape thing versus being there when it's live. And as someone who did both of those types of tapings,
I didn't know this. I'll be honest with you guys. When I went to SummerSlam both nights, there was a delay, and when you guys were all at the watch party, I had no idea that there was a delay, and I was like, oh shit, there's a delay, and everyone was telling me because I was there live at the Riverbolt night. So yeah, now I know when you go to a wrestling show, there's I don't know, maybe 30-second delay, I guess. I have no idea. Something like that, I guess. But yeah. Learned something new.
Cool.
Oh, okay. You want me to tell my thoughts about the segment? I thought the segment was
good. Let's.
Okay, I love young Randy, and that's all we need to know. And Ethan Page is awesome. I heard they might bring him up soon because of Chelsea Green. Backstage sources say that they might.
Who are your sources? Who are your sources? I can't wait. Who are they?
One of them is a legitimate wrestling reporter. His name is Mike Johnson from PW Insider. I trust him most.
Now
there is another guy.
I thought
named, Sean Ross Sapp, but we don't talk about Sappy Poo because sometimes his information could be poopy. So
I don't have anything.
And then of course there's Mr. Prestige, 5 stars, everything, Full Gear, Dave Meltzer, of course. Yeah. I saw his report on Full Gear. Very fun. Fun with those 5-star matches he gave out. So
okay, I thought you
those are the sources.
Those are the sources. Those are the sources. Okay, I thought it was
not great, but there they are.
I thought it was Mike Mustard, but okay, you said it was another Mike. Okay,
Mike Mustard. I know a Mike. He's catch him 6 p.m. On his channel, the Mike Knox.
There we go.
Friend of the program.
That was a great plug. So let's highlight some of these comments real quick before we move forward. WWE Evolve is on Tubi. Thank you, George, because I had no idea about that. So thank you, Kylie. Said
Watch it every
is
Thursday.
I believe he's saying I'm going to embarrass myself that Evolve is better than AEW. Wow, I'm getting better at this. That's wow. That's amazing. Yeah, I hate that they got rid of Zeta. Still, I know these are old, but we want to highlight your comments here. Kelly Armstrong, where is she? I'm pretty sure she's going to be eventually coming to NXT. I think she's ready at this point. She returned a week ago, but
still
man,
now.
Kelly Armstrong?
Yeah.
No,
I thought
I remember her.
They're back and forth between TNA. Maybe she's down at Evolve.
She fits in NXT. You know, and this is something I was thinking about. Maybe we save. I think maybe we save for December, but it's something I would love to ask. I mean, my co-host and you guys in the chat. What do you think 2026 NXT look like? Because I do believe like a lot of people are going to be. I say a lot of people, but I believe a lot of call-ups. One of you guys mentioned Ethan Page, and like I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know, for the male side, I could see Oba being called up. I could see him being called up around the Rumble time. I could see Ethan definitely being called. I don't have a time period for him. Ricky, and my other one was Trick. You know, and then I'm like, well, what does that look like for NXT for some of these guys with these call-ups? And I see Myles, he's getting a lot of shine, and I think 2026 is going to be a big year for him. I see big things for Myles. Yes, young Randy. I definitely could see something big on Javon. Hey, look, he's here. It only took you some time. I was just talking about you. I was just telling everyone how at the NXT show you had to watch JC Jane win the women's championship for the second time. All you could do is sit there and grovel. And then he tried to write me. Can I tell you guys something? Am I loud enough?
Loud and clear.
You hurt my ears. So yes, sir.
Oh! And you know what was so great about it? He tried to write me today, and he said, it's the pack 'em up era. Nah, your words are weak. They're pathetic. I had nothing, little man. I'm sorry. You're nothing but a font. You have to hear me talk this whole time. You see this? You know why this was made? To harness and contain my powerful voice. You know, this is the great. But I'm gonna do him a favor here. I'm glad that he's here at Maurice. I'm so glad that you're here. But let me do a favor for him. He has a podcast. It's literally called the Blur by Nature podcast with someone who has respect for me, his co-host Nick. I'm not going to plug Maurice because he's just very rude. He's just tall, nasty to me. And, you know, my Jack addicts don't like that at all. So I'm super glad that you're here because I wanted everyone to know you have a fantastic podcast and I like it and I support it and you should support it as well. It's on a lot of platforms where you can listen to things. So give it a listen. He says, travesty of justice. You're just putting words together because you learned them. I don't want to hear nothing. You're nothing but sweat on her. You're nothing but sweat. That's all I got.
I see Scrooge.
Rude. Very, very rude. She's held the championship for a long period of time and done it twice. What did you do twice besides fall down a flight of stairs? Please. You are embarrassing me. Now let's go on.
We all saw it coming, though. I mean, come on. We've been saying it for weeks on air that Izzy Dame was gonna turn on Tatum.
I didn't see any. All I saw was JC elbow her one. Maddog, what kind of Maddog? You just create you create this AI world. I don't remember Izzy.
Well, sorry, I was playing 2K earlier, so there you go.
Okay, so you just create a universe for yourself.
Yes. I create my universe.
We all knew
Izzy. I have you download, by the way. You gotta get your download. You gotta upload it so I can download you. Put you in my universe, bad guy.
I'm concerned on how you're gonna book me. Now, hold on. Before you get the floor, Sabrina Estella, what are you going to do? You got the bad guy on your roster. What are we looking at? I demand championships, tacos, okay. And the other thing is,
I don't think they do food in the game, but I can look into it. I guess. I think you can manage the price of food
in the game.
I did make a version of Mr. Cat. He's like 7 feet tall. He's just big.
Ooh, a tag name for you guys. You could be the bad cat pack.
The bad cat. I love that idea. I think we have some idea for some. Mr. Cat. Mr. Cat is asleep. Unbelievable. You know it's time to work. Get up. Hold on. Get up. How dare you sleep? Come here. God, you gained weight.
Like 20 hours.
all he does is sleep. Everyone say hi to my
Ooh, little baby.
Mwah. Mwah. We were just talking about you. Mwah. Now get out of here. You're talking up all the spotlight. What do we got next?
So we have Fallon Henley versus Zarya for the WWE Speed Women's Championship to determine who's going to be the new Speed Champion. And we had Fallon come out with JC and Lainey, and No Soul with Zarya. And they just went at it back and forth. It was insane. I have no words to describe how this was. It was not bad.
Mhm.
It was a fun, entertaining match, but they went over time because they couldn't get to a finish right on time. And of course, everybody's upset because they were like, we were waiting all this for a draw? And Ava says, nuh-uh, it ain't gonna happen like this. Whichever one of y'all gets a pinfall is the new winner. We're going in sudden death. So it happens. It goes to a little back and forth. And Lainey and JC do help out to ensure that Fallon becomes the new Speed Champion with the Fame Esser.
You had to say it like that, right? Yeah.
F-A-M-E-A-S-S-E-R to become the new champion.
Ooh.
As the fourth member of Fatal Influence, this inspired me. I know we have a pay-per-view this weekend, and what we do here on Unpopular Review, we have polls, and whoever wins the poll, they are the UPR champion. And I plan on bringing some gold to Fatal Influence, and I can't wait for it. That is my new gold, and that's what I want to do. Now, this match, I was there live, so they really this New York crowd was against Zarya because they were still upset that she threw in the towel for one Soruka. And I had to sit here and go like, oh, y'all just want blood. Like, she literally, if anyone is turning heel in this, and it seems odd for Soruka to be heel, right? But Soruka tends to come off as the heel here. She's mad that her friend protected her. She said, I know you're too stubborn and you're not going to tap. I'm here to protect you because you'll be out for another, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, 8 months. You might be out even longer. Anyway, I just don't think Zarya deserved that. But I love it.
But I must say, this did give flashbacks to when Thea Hale got the towel thrown in for her during her match because she was getting taken to that point and they were watching out for her and she didn't see it that way at that point. So that's exactly what's happening now. And I did not say the name of the person who threw in the towel because they don't like them. So I'm not saying the name.
You know what? If he would have showed up there, I would have said, Shay, we got to go. I'm leaving. How dare you show
Well,
his
lucky
face.
for you, he was not put on the card in any way, shape, or form that day. So,
and I agree too, because I paid some really good money for those tickets. I just that would have been a waste of money.
I know you guys are talking about. Now it just took a member of my brain. You guys were talking about Andre Chase, right? Took a minute to seatbelts to start ringing. I remember that guy. He's a good dude.
Might not win Feud of the Year, but it's going to probably be these two because this one is taking classes from Steven on how to be a troll.
Jeez.
You know what?
Good guy who
Maddog, Matthew Maddog Cullens. How dare you?
Once again,
And now you're just
Chase is a good guy, my friend.
No, we ain't friends if you're going to keep saying that shit because there's nothing good about that guy. Do I have to keep reinforcing that he gambled his school away? It was JC that saved it.
Once again, I've said it before many times on the show. He was down on his luck, and that's what happened.
Get out. Now let's continue the show because I'm about tired of his shit. Oh, damn it! I forgot he has this kind of power.
Matthew Alexander Kelly. How dare you make
Alexander
How dare you?
I love it. Alexander. I can't wait till the end of the. I can't wait till the end of the year, and then she just shows you this list of long name. Like what number? Francisco. Is that a Francisco up there?
That's the first middle name I gave him. Remember?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. No, the
Sorry,
way this is
Francisco.
the way that this
Alexander now, I believe.
That's
way
that's your next middle name.
no, the way this list is going, I'm gonna forget certain names. And George, I see you in the chat. You think you're so witty. You're just you're the kind of guy who steps on a Lego and then steps on it again.
No,
So
by the end of next year, we're gonna
I
have
mean, he's
more
not
names
wrong.
because
Goldberg
the
is
year's almost
Goldberg.
over.
well, I look forward to that list. And Matthew, please.
Emerson, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm looking forward to see how long this thing can go. But I mean, I thought the match did what it had to do. I mean, someone put it in the chat here. I think it was Jeffrey. They are telling the story here. They are telling the story about Sol Ruka and Zarya, and it's going to be interesting too because I know we didn't get into it yet. But Sol Ruka, being in the Iron Survivor, I don't want to jump too far ahead here. And then you have this thing with Fatal Influence, and they got. I mean, they ain't got all the said, but Matthew Alexander Bagwell.
Bagwell Kelly. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yo,
I love
I love
it.
that. Yo,
That is
good job.
That is good.
JC did say, look, said, see, he's a jack addict. He understands. JC did save the school. Don't
She
I
helped.
would,
She helped.
Well, I've already
This is-
talked
It
enough
was
about
more,
that,
you
so I'm not
know.
gonna bring it up again because I'm not gonna make this one mad.
no, you know what's upsetting? You know what's upsetting? Because this guy, he'll sit here, yeah, she helped. And then he'll say, I went to high school with her. So what do you know?
I mean,
yeah, what
I
are we talking?
did. I mean, you mentioned it, not me. I just confirming facts.
Like a thief in the night. I'll start singing. Don't you get me started. But what's next here?
So we get another vignette from
this.
Silo Hill, where he talks about growing up as a wrestling fan, punching his dad in the face so hard that he broke his nose while play wrestling, teaching him that it's okay to try new things, all the jobs he's worked, shows off his missing tooth, and he looks for some misplaced bolt cutters.
Mm.
And we get to John Cena picking out the men's Iron Survivor Challenge entrance. So he chooses Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox,
No one.
and the winner of tonight's main event between Myles and Trick Williams will determine who will be the final entrant into the Iron Survivor match.
How are we guys feeling about these? I mean, we know who's the fifth man in, but how do we feel about these 5 men for the Iron Survivor?
Solid choices all around. I was very surprised to see that it was 4 faces and 1 heel in there. So I have a feeling that in the beginning of that match, everybody's going to go after Dion Lennox.
Leon Lennox, I do want to say I think that's a really great pick. I mean, I think all these men. I mean, I think
We only got to see a little bit of his solo work before they put him in the dark state. So it'd be nice to see him do some stuff by himself versus teaming with Osiris Griffin all the time, because they say that with dark state, you never know which combo you're going to get. We get the same 2 combos every damn time. So you can't say that if you just do Dion and Osiris and Cutler and Shaquan. You can't say that if you do the same.
Right, they
2
they never really switched that up, right? I mean,
No.
'cause I'm listening to you.
No,
You're
they
right.
don't.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
They don't.
It's the same damn thing. It's terrible.
They're like a team with Death Riders here.
Right. Right. It's the same guys.
They literally do the same thing. They come into the crowd just like the Death Riders do.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's the difference? You know what's the difference between them, right?
Darkseid actually has gold.
No, I was gonna say Darkseid don't bleed. These guys, every time I watch
yeah,
them,
that's true. Death
Well, they
Riders
don't
lead.
bleed,
Yeah.
and Dark and Death Riders are actually somewhat more entertaining.
I was gonna say also too. You call them the Death Riders. I call them the Blood Riders because, blood. But I just wanted to say,
bleed a lot. Those guys.
they are the bleeding sensation. But I did want to say, like, I think Lennox was a great pick. I was surprised when I saw Leon Slater because I didn't even expect that. But it does make me go like, man, this match is gonna have a lot of elements into it, and I'm sure we're gonna be doing a prediction show for Deadline. But I like it, and I was sitting here, and someone was saying earlier, what does 2026 NXT look like? And somebody that I was looking at for 2026 to have a big year because I thought he had a pretty solid year this year is Javon Evans. I said Myles. I look at Javon. I'm pretty sure they're going to definitely push Joe Henry. And even then, I'm not so sure.
Absolutely pushing Joe Hendry, especially since he just re-signed with the company.
He
for real.
didn't even. He didn't re-sign with the company. He just signed with the company. Well, he was with TNA.
That's right. He just signed with the company for real this time. No more TNA, and him back and forth. He's officially with WWE now.
I love this family so much.
I
I
mean,
thought it's
with
so
the
his birthday.
they're
I'm
going,
Cal's family.
if Ethan
Uh,
Page, Ricky, Oba, and Trick do get called up, Joe Hendry could be the one potentially that they put the championship belt on.
But
I've
see,
been saying that.
but
Have
see,
I not been saying that? I've been preaching this
Only
to the
because
rooftops, as they say.
he could carry it for a bit until somebody that's an NXT homegrown talent could take the belt away from him.
so my
Because
only thing about
who else could you put in there if you call up Ricky, Oba, Trick, and Ethan?
That's a lot
I
of
think
people.
I'm looking
That's a
at
lot of
I'm
people.
looking at Joe, and I'm thinking Joe, but I'm almost not totally sure because I think we were kind of thinking that about Jordan Grace in a way.
Mm.
And I
Like,
mean, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do.
I
They
think she
maybe
needs more time, honestly, before they call her up.
I don't even think I think she's ready for
I
the main
think if
roster.
anything, Blake gets called up first. Blake Monroe or Mariah May.
I would call up Jordan before Blake. I'll let Blake stay down there
I
for a
don't
little bit
know.
longer. Personally, that would be my
Yeah,
decision.
of course. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think
no, but
Mariah's ready though.
I think they're both ready.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I always say this a lot. Do you have something for them? Because as ready as they are, if you don't have nothing for them, then they're wasting away. And I'm pretty sure we've all had somebody that we looked at and we were like, man, this person could be something, and they didn't do crap with them. So yeah,
I mean, like for example, if Wesley were to have gotten called up to the main roster, what would they have had for him?
and it's so sad because you know what? I think he would have
got let go because they didn't have any plans for him in the main roster, and now he's in TNA teaming with the Rascals, like I said he would.
And you know what? Not for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he got his locks back because it just didn't feel right. So it didn't feel right.
Yeah,
and here's the thing: you're saying about Wesley. I try to make like, whoa, if he won the TNA, I'm sorry, the NXT championship. And personally, for me, I think he just works better as a babyface. So if you're saying what would have he had done if I had Wesley on my roster, I'm putting him in that mid card championship thing because he could definitely run as an intercontinental. I think he would have had a fucking killing run as intercontinental
that's what
champion.
I did when I played 2K with one of my friends.
There we go. See, there we go. He could have done that. I mean, look, I always give you credit for this one, and talking about Sabrina Estella, because that Halloween Havoc show, I forgot how many years ago it was. She was the only one who said it. Wesley, he was the only one.
I faith in him, and he became the greatest North American champion NXT had seen in a minute.
No, greatest was Dominic Mysterio.
We've been
not over this.
No.
I have news on him later, by the way.
Add another name. Add another name to it. Add another name. Do that. Add another name. Add another name to him. No, I'm talking about Sabrina Estella. Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll do that.
Woo!
I'm
retiring the list. So this is the new segment here now. She's just gonna add nicknames for him, a new name. But Sabrina Estella, please take the floor here.
I'm Matthew Alberto Kelly. How dare you do this to me?
Alberto!
I really like that guy. He used to be in WWE, and then I don't know what happened.
You're the only one
he
who
was
likes
very
him.
good.
I could never get into I love looking at this. That's so great. I could never get into it. Like I remember one time I was watching, and then Sabrina, please take the show. I was watching, they said Alberto Del Rio is now in action. And I said, is that a threat? Anyway, Sabrina, I'll take the floor.
So, anyways, we had the triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts Championship. Ying Lee versus Jordynne Grace versus Kelani Jordan. And this, for me, was match of the night. And the crowd was definitely into it because this was the one match up until the main event where they were chanting, "This is awesome," at women's wrestling. Because these three went out and delivered like it was going to be their last night. Like if they were being told, after this match, y'all are leaving. So they gave it like it was their last. And everybody did great. Kelani did great. Jordan did great. And Ying Lee, who used to be in NXT in the main roster, who unfortunately never really got like any titles, any gold or anything like that. She won the title back to TNA. And I won't lie, this was the only match that I knew what the outcome was going to be, only because spoilers got put on the interwebs.
No, I did.
So I knew that was going to
It
happen.
was taped. That's
But
right. I know about that.
and I also saw some a match put up for a pay-per-view for TNA next month with Kelani Jordan still as the champion. I was like, shouldn't they change that by now? But I was like, they hadn't put out the second half of Gold Rush yet, so they don't know
Right.
that Ying Lee is the new TNA Knockouts champion. And now the TNA president, Carlos Silva, can be happy that both titles are back in his company.
You know, it's funny. I didn't know he was there. Shay was telling me like, "Oh yeah, he's right there" or something like that. I didn't notice Carlos because he's usually has such a sad face because he's always losing his championships.
He's always sad Silva.
He's sad Silva. What was it? Silva, right? Is it Silva?
Yeah, that's his last name.
Sad Silva. Double S. This match was cool. This was one of those matches that happened after the taping, so the crowd was a little bit tired. But they did stand on their feet when some of the stuff was going. There was that scary spot, the Spanish Fly. I believe it was Kelani doing it to Jordynne Grace, and like when you're watching it, and I believe you can still see it on the TV as well. But like it just almost like she barely got the rotation, so it was a scary spot, and she's up there on top rope. This was a shocker. I remember sitting next to someone, and they said, "We know who's taking the pin." and Lee said, "Yeah, I do too." And it was Kelani Jordan. I was shocked by this. I thought that it was going to keep the title on Kelani a little longer, but I'm not bothered by this at all. I think that TNA should have their championships back. I mean, WWE has been taking titles for all these companies. Like they got the AAA titles. They took.
Wait a minute. I gotta jump in. Wasn't Kelani Jordan a traitor? Now all of a sudden she's NXT again?
No, she's still trying. She's still.
Now Maddog is confused.
Maddog is
Benjamin.
Is it Benjamin
It
Button?
does not work if you give yourself the middle name. I have to be the one to do it.
I don't care. Matthew Bartholomew is my middle name. There you go.
It's not funny if you do it. It's funnier if I do it.
I don't care.
Well, she just took she just took it from you. No, how dare you steal the joke? How dare you? Go ahead.
Anyway,
Matthew Benjamin Kelly. How dare you?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, right. I have to ask.
Jeez.
So Kelani Jordan's NXT again, right? Because last time
She was
on
TNA.
She was always she's NXT when I always was saying she was NXT to begin with.
Maddog. When I was saying she was a traitor, I meant she was a traitor because when we had Showdown, she was on the TNA side, but she was always NXT. Maddog.
That's what I've been saying. With the contract and everything, she's NXT. So yeah,
Maddog. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm doing this show sober, and you're making it hard for me.
I'm actually sober too. Thank you.
I think I have alcohol in this. I don't.
I was close to having some spiked eggnog, but I said, let me calm down.
How does that taste? I've never had that before.
What, eggnog?
No, spiked eggnog. I never heard of that. That was that
Put
brand.
alcohol in eggnog. What's there to be confused about?
Oh, okay, yeah. Could have just said that. Yeah,
that's what spiked eggnog is.
Learn something new tonight.
When you put alcohol in a drink that's not supposed to have alcohol, that's called spiking a drink.
Yeah. Learned something new tonight. Yes.
Matthew Timothy Kelly. I'm a year younger than you. How do I know more stuff than you?
There's got to be something in here. There's got to be something in here that like. There's got to be something in here to help me. Well, I don't know. What would happen? What would happen if? What would happen if I sniffed this honey? No? Okay, whatever.
They say, if you want to get rid of nausea, you can sniff an alcohol pad. I found that out.
We're about to take a commercial break. What do I have to do with it? No, I'm just joking. But what's the next? What is your thoughts about this, Maddog? What is your thoughts about this match? I don't know why I'm in
match was my favorite match of the night, believe it or not. I don't know why, but it was. Hey. It was great. It hit all the spots, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was better than the main event, honestly. Main event was good. But this
The
was
girls that
better.
went-
These girls killed it, man. They absolutely like. I was glued to the my laptop screen. I watched it on my laptop. NXT. And like I said, I was just glued. I was like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna so yeah, it was great. And I'm glad you guys got to enjoy it. The live bad guy, that's awesome. And I'm glad they got the title back to TNA. It's
Yeah, poor TNA. They've just been
and
getting
who
like
was
round.
the one she used to be in WWE, right? What
She
was
was
her name
Riley.
again? Yeah,
Xia
that's it.
Li.
Right. And now she's
I do want to ask this because like I just don't remember, but that's because I know like a lot of them would be like a former WWE superstar and they would come out to their WWE theme. That's a TNA theme, correct? Because I don't remember what her. Okay,
I don't remember.
Since she's
I
a
was just- I was-
TNA talent, I don't think they're going to use her.
her WWE.
exact-
Well,
her-
you know what? You know why I say that? Because when what were they called? The Inspiration. I know they were called the Iconics when they were in WWE,
Yep.
but they came out to their iconic theme. So I was just curious, like, was that
Well, yeah, so they were doing an NXT. They were doing a thing in NXT, and they were NXT homegrown stars before going to the main roster before getting let go.
but Xia Li was as well.
That's
Yeah,
true.
she was, but they did that for the nostalgia moment over there, and I think she just wanted to use her current.
And I'm
intros
with that.
for talent.
Yeah, I'm down with it too. I like it.
No, I'm down with that. No, because like I feel like when you have I didn't mind when Dolph Ziggler did it when he was on Raw last week, and Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona are two different people, so I didn't mind that.
They're twins.
just-
by
I was
the
just
way, I
kidding.
found that out. That's a fact. They're twins. I'm gonna keep
Who?
saying that.
Ooh.
Matt Cardona's one person. Zack Ryder's another person.
That's also why when he did come back, and I was like, wait a minute,
Where is that
it's
alcohol?
supposed to be Matt Cardona, not Zack Ryder, but then it's like Zack Ryder had something going on with John Cena, not Matt Cardona.
Yes, no, 100%. You're right. Because
John did say hi, Matt, being Matt Cardona during that spot.
yeah, well, he said hi.
Oh, wait,
he
so
said
we're
hi,
gonna
Matt.
see
hi-
Matt Cardona versus John Cena next
No.
year somewhere?
No, no, not next year.
He didn't get that match because Zack Ryder did not win his match when he came in. Just like Dolph Ziggler didn't get his win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but
they
Matt
didn't.
Cardona, his twin, did not win because he was not in the tournament, which means he is eligible to go up against John Cena still.
Okay, no.
Facts.
This is not the Elias Ezekiel story over here. We're not doing that again. All right. Matthew Walter Kelly, stop doing this to us.
Yeah,
Walter.
my uncle's name is Walter. Fun fact.
No,
We're
it's not.
learning a lot about me tonight, guys.
I'm this close to just getting some salt right here. I'm just gonna get some salts. Yeah, you're about to see me all
Yo, I have
twisted
salt
out.
in my cabinet. You want to go grab it?
And here I thought I was only going to do one middle name per show. I've done like 6 already.
Seems like we're doing a lot more than that tonight.
Actually, I wrote 5. So
But we're about to make it 6. What's the next thing that we got, Wrestling Doll?
So after that, we had a Fatal Influence celebrating Fallon's victory backstage. And of course, JC is giving a pep talk to Lainey Reid about becoming the new WWE Evolve Women's Championship. So that way, all 3 of Fatal Influence can walk out with some gold. Ava comes in.
Awful Ava.
Ava congratulates JC on her win, congratulates Fallon on her win, but says that because JC and Lainey interfered during Fallon's match and Fallon and Lainey interfered during JC's match the week prior, Lainey's going to have to do it all by her lonesome if she wants to win that title. So they are banned from ringside. And of course, they're not happy about that.
No, it's awful. Like, Ava's a party pooper. That's what she does. She goes to parties and poops on it because she just don't like when people have fun. And she tries to just take away from the Fatal Influence. Awful Ava strikes again.
I'm
Very
wearing her
rude.
dad, by the way. The greatest.
You usually do.
Champion.
I'm not
And
gonna
the
fight
greatest,
you
I
said
guess.
that. You gotta be more. You gotta be more clear with that, Mad Dog, because you said I'm wearing. I'm like, did he just? Did you
The
be?
Rock? Okay.
Did you?
The
I thought you.
greatest.
I honestly thought you be skinned the Rock, and now you're just wearing his flesh.
I mean, I want your soul.
Why'd you say it like? Why'd you say it? You don't want my soul. You'll return that MFer right back to me. You don't want this. You got to be more clear.
It says, "I want your soul." The final boss.
I just
miss
want to
final boss. I hope he comes back.
I don't even know where
is the final boss of NXT.
No, she's not.
I
She's
agree
just...
with George on that one there.
Who's George? What has George done? Let me see. What did he say? Ava was smart.
Ava is the final boss of NXT. That's what he said in the chat.
Please. He collapsed on the keys and words just... Please. What's next?
Anyways, we had a sit-down interview with Absolute Ricky Saints saying Oba's return means all eyes are on him. Everyone's doubting how long he's going to be champion and that the pressure is heavier than the title itself is. He admits that his win against Oba was a result of a number of factors going his way. People are saying if he's going to be Oba again, if it was a fluke, that he doesn't know, and that's hard to do. He asked himself if he's just a deviation from Oba's future title reign and if we're going to get back on that highway, but he's doing his best to quiet them voices in his head. He says if he can't beat Oba, this journey will be for naught. But the thing about all this pressure is that it is his ally and he works best under it. And it doesn't feel good, but he can use it to his benefit if he really puts his mind to it. The impossible is possible when it comes to Ricky Saints, and he is going to prove it to everyone.
Good stuff. Ricky's a good talker. I still think that last week when they were in the ring together, and he said some really good, good things. He said some great things. But Oba on the mic ate him alive. I know we're not, we didn't have a show last week, and I just wanted to include that a little bit. But last week, and Oba's he's pretty fierce on the mic. So just wanted to throw those little things in out
All
here.
I know is if we were able to do the show last week, and if you were able to get on from your phone, you would have been screaming from JC winning on the computer live on the air.
Like a thief in the night. Yep, that's absolutely right. I'm gonna probably be doing that every time we sing. We might have to make that a clip, like a thief in the night. Let's make that a thing. But good stuff by Ricky. Oba against Ricky, and I just looked at this as Oba's swan song. So that's that.
You mean Oba's getting called up, good sir, is what you're saying? Yeah.
Yes, Matt. Yes, Matt. Yes, that's exactly what I meant, Matt. That's totally what I meant, Matt. I think I was very clear on what I said. I don't know. Did I have to say it in another language?
He was gonna leave the company, Braun Strowman.
No.
Give him his own TV show.
You are in timeout for 2 minutes. You don't get to talk at all. Because I thought I was very clear on everything that I have said, Alexander. I think I was clear.
Hamilton, by the way.
Does anyone understand me? Am I speaking another language? Because I sit here every time I'm saying something. Here's Mad Dog. He leans back with the look. And it's like, yeah, you know that what you said, fam, bad guy. What you really mean is this. I know.
Thank you for that, good sir.
Like a thief in the night.
Okay. I am going to take the floor.
First, she's going to write it 5 middle names in one night. How do you think you might feel?
I think we're at 7, aren't we? Anyway,
I wrote 5 for tonight.
Was great. Anyway, this segment was great. Ricky could talk, and yeah, Oba is going to get a call up. Okay, all right. So we're at 5. I thought we were at 7, but then
we're at 6.
The one I gave,
but it might be 7 by tonight.
Maybe. Night's still young. Anyway, I do have to say I like the Ricky thing. I can't wait for deadline for the match. I hope it's a good match. That's all I gotta say. I think these two are gonna kill it. So let's see. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, and Oba's getting a call up, not getting off. Just to be clear, bad guy, he's gonna get a call up, not get. What was I saying?
He knows exactly what you're talking about.
Like Braun Strowman, who has his own TV show now. I found out in the hospital the other night. So yeah. I wonder if Bad Guy knows that, actually, when he puts
You
his
know what?
headset back on. I wonder if
He's
he
taking over.
knows
Mr. Cat, you want to take
that.
over?
Let's see
Look,
here. Let's see when he puts his
taking
headset
over.
back
Hold
on.
on.
I gotta ask. Oh, Mr. Cat has the headset. Hi, Mr. Cat.
Oh, you want to do this?
He's
don't like
trying
that?
to say hello
Them nails
there.
hurt, dog.
Doesn't want to talk, I guess. Mr. Cat's not a big talker.
No, he's more of an
Uh,
ECW fan.
AEW, GCW, or ECW. There's like 6 different W's nowadays, and WWE, of course.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, Mad Dog. I got up real quick to see if there was just a taste of tequila left, and there was nothing. So I'm gonna drink this water to calm myself down. But where's the next segment here that we got? That Braun Strowman show is actually not bad. I watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and honestly, it just makes me hungry, and it makes me go like, oh, I would love to do what he do. I can't eat like how he can eat. Like he can really eat big meals.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that show does look pretty cool. But yeah, what was the very other thing before? Because I know I think I got like 3 more shouts in me. But cats don't get along with dogs. No, sometimes they do. Sometimes
There was a movie, Cats and Dogs. Yeah, it was like a spy movie. Yeah,
it was cats versus dogs.
That's what it was. Yes,
I do remember that. That was like in the mid 2000s or something like that. I
Yes,
remember that.
2000s movie.
There was a cat. I remember like I'm showing my age here.
Wyford Cat, the leader of them all.
That was him, and I remember.
Yes.
I remember, like, I'm showing my age here, but there once upon a time there was something called AOL AIM, and you could like change it to things. Anyway, you could put voices and whatever. And I believe it was the cat, and he says, "Goodbye, you stink." I was like, "That is great. I love that so much." I don't know what the cat's name was, but I thought it was great. But yeah, no, cats and dogs. I think it depends. They could get along. And I agree with Jeffrey. It will make you hungry. Like he ate like I don't know, like some kind of big steak meal, and I said
it was insane.
That looked so good. But his
hospital was like this giant burger as big as my face. I'm like, what?
No, but Braun Strowman, he's a big dude. Like you could if you say, is that a gimmick? Nah, I think he really eats big meals like that, like 100%. He one time, and we'll get back to NXT, but there was that time where he was on the red carpet with Triple H, and he was saying what he eats for breakfast. And Triple H said, "Well, we're not covering that."
I'm not paying that.
Right? Absolutely not. What's the other thing on NXT? I'm sorry, I felt like we went off track here, but that's what we do here. But what we got next?
We had Kendall Gray versus Lainey Reid for the WWE Evolve Women's Championship, and this was a good match. It was good to see Lainey holding her own without anybody out there to be of assistance to her for a little bit. Also, kind of slightly a way of showing if she can handle the punches without needing help all the damn time. And of course,
wow, Sabrina, wow.
It's a bit hurtful, not gonna lie, but true.
Anyways, of course, Kendall comes out. Ren is with her, and they had a pretty good match back and forth. It was a fun match, and we get Fatal Influence coming out to ringside to help Lainey win. Ren punches the new WWE Women's Speed Champion in the face. JC knocks Ren off the apron into Charlie Dempsey's arms, who comes back, and Kendall kicks JC down to the ground. And you think, okay, roll up 1, 2, 3, Lainey's the new champion. No,
that would have been great.
They go out a little back and forth some more, and with some shades of gray, no number in that one, Lainey does not become the Evolve champion. Kendall Gray retains. So now Lainey's going to get an earful next week from Fallon and JC, even though it was because of them coming out to help that she didn't get the title.
Wow. This is news to me.
Wow.
Listen, if they hadn't interfered, there would have been a higher chance of getting that without any interference.
I want to ask you guys this, because I see George wrote this. Is that the damn bird from that commercial?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, George. I'll be careful about making jokes about people's appearance here now. But okay, fine. I'm the bird. Oh, that's cool. And you know what? If I was that bird, I would shit right in front of your house and say, "Clean it up." I will sit here and say this. I think both these girls went out there and had a really, really good match. I think that Kendall Gray has just been really growing on me. We've been able to see a lot of her on NXT, and she's damn good. Like she's
I've been
really
binging
really good.
Evolve, so
Hmm?
I've been binging Evolve, so
Oh,
I'm
that's
catching
cool. How many episodes are they? Because I always get deflated if it's like more than like 20 episodes. I'm like, oh, I can't catch up
There's
on it.
quite
Mhm.
a few considering the fact that started around, I want to say March or April.
Yeah, no, they've been around for a while, so it's probably
So
it's probably.
we'll have a lot of episodes.
But no, I do like that she's getting some. She's been getting screen time. I think she's definitely. I mean, we talk about people being called up to the main roster, right? I could definitely see her uh, making the call up from Evolve to NXT because she is the real deal. Her in ring stuff is just so good and so crisp. I remember I was talking to someone and they wasn't familiar with her work, and for me, I was like, yeah, no, she's solid in the ring, but I don't think she has the personality stuff. But pairing her with Ren Sinclair has been beneficial, so I think that's something to help out.
I
Mhm.
feel like this pair up was better for her versus when they paired up in the beginning with Carly Bright. Because I feel like Carly was a bit
Oh
too
yeah,
much for her.
That was the blonde hair lady, right? I do remember
yeah.
her.
I
Is
remember that.
she involved? Like, cause I remember Kendall was with somebody, but I just didn't remember who
Yeah.
it was. Okay. Um, and
I don't know if
line,
she's involved, but I know you guys talking about. Yeah.
but Lainey Reid, I think she's definitely talent. I think she's definitely talent. She has something in her, and I think, and I've said it before, putting her in Fatal Influence, you could tell that they like her and they have a big vision for her. So her losing, it was for the Evolve Women's Championship. She's just not ready for that. There's 39 episodes so far. Jeez. Um, maybe one day I'll sit through it. And when I say maybe,
40
that's
being
like
tomorrow, I guess, because tomorrow is Wednesday.
well, tomorrow I got to go to work.
Tomorrow, because
But
tomorrow's Wednesday.
yeah,
They
well,
have a new one
Wednesday.
every Wednesday, don't they? They always go against
Isn't
AEW,
it
don't they?
Thursday?
No, it's
I
on
watch it
Wednesdays.
Thursday.
Yeah, it goes on Wednesdays. It's on the same day as AEW.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought it was a good solid match. And honestly, this was one of those matches that when I was watching it, it was before the taping for the week 1 of Gold Rush, and I was telling my co-host here that you could tell because backstage. And it's so weird when they edit and slice it like this though, because you could tell, like I was there so I could, have an idea. But even if you're just watching it, you're like, but why is JC wearing and Fallon wearing something totally different when backstage you're wearing this? So I kind of hate when they kind of do stuff like that because you could tell. It reminded me of that time when Randy and Bray Wyatt went against each other. It was like a swamp match or something like that. And Randy had facial hair, but then when they went in the ring, he was clean shaved. I just kind of don't like. I just kind of don't like things like that. Hey, what's going on? He says, "Happy Thanksgiving Eve tomorrow morning." So yeah, absolutely. They
Yes.
really put the full episodes on. Oh, they're on YouTube too. Okay, cool. Maybe I should check out YouTube. I
So
have
these have it on
Tubi.
YouTube for international fans and Tubi for people in America. But
Oh,
Tubi you can
okay.
watch it for free. So
Oh, I like Tubi. They put Looney Tunes used to be on Max, and they took that off. I don't know why, but it's on Tubi. And I said, I love you, Tubi. And they have Tom and
That,
I
Jerry.
love all the different sections. I love all the different selections they have for things because
Yeah.
they really categorize stuff. They even have one. They even have a category for shows that were canceled too soon. So I'm just like, yes, I can rewatch shows.
Oh
that were
yeah.
canceled.
Oh, I gotta check that out. Like I mess with Tubi. I haven't really dived too deeply into it, but I think that's super cool that they have stuff like that where you're like, man, I can't, because some shows you just can't find on any of these streaming sites. So I just think that's so cool, that you could find. Oh look, we got I'm sorry, I'm gonna make sure we're gonna call you. No, we'll call you Double H. Well, we'll call you HHG. No, Double H. I like Double H. Double H says I like Saved by the Bell and Tubi. That's cool. They got that. We got Tubi is clutch.
yes.
Now, one of the things I don't like
Fun
about Tubi.
fact. Okay, ahead.
Oh, here we go. What's your fun fact? Matt.
Yeah,
Matt-
yes, sir. Fun fact, Mad Dog.
YouTube.
Fun fact. This is actually Tubi is the first way I found about the first Terrifier movie back in the
Oh, I heard about
day.
that.
Terrifier is a horror movie. now I think there's going to be 4 of them. I think they're doing one last
Can I tell you?
movie, and
I
yeah,
hate that.
No,
I found it, watched it.
Oh, you hate
Nobody
that movie?
watch that movie. I hate that movie.
So, but yeah, I
Can I
found
tell
it
you?
on
Can
Tubi,
I-
and I was dying to watch it actually. So
Well,
finally watched it, and I
Careful
met
what
the
you wish for,
actor,
'cause
and
Art
now
the
he's
Clown will come
huge.
after
He's
you.
like a big guy. Wow.
You know, I can't find this, and it's so upsetting because that means I need to clean up this place. But you want to know what's horror? Let me tell you what's horror. Look at this. My main man Jeffrey said I binge watched Scooby Doo on Tubi, and he did it on the Capitals for me. How dare you, Jeffrey?
Scooby-Doo's a great cartoon.
Scooby, I just I can't stand that dog. If I could, I would hit a brain buster on that dog. I do not like Scooby Doo,
I agree with you. The live actions were not that great, but you know what? Matthew Lillard was fantastic as Shaggy, and that's all I give a damn about. So.
Power Rangers is on Tubi. That's funny because me and Sabrina, she shares all the stuff with Power Rangers. I fell off at a certain Power Ranger, but I could go with the classic.
A Netflix series, right? I saw something today. They're doing some sort of Netflix.
Oh, really?
Power Rangers.
Archie?
Yeah.
Archie is on Tubi. What's
I
Archie?
think
Like
the
comic book. The Archie comic. They have the cartoons on Tubi.
Scooby Gang. No, you guys suck. Scooby Doo was never a good cartoon. You guys are lying. You're lying to me, man. It was never good. It was never good.
Renditions up until when Simple Plan did the theme song.
You always defend that. You know what I love. I'll give it to Sabrina. She will always defend. Like, listen, and I love Simple Plan. Simple Plan is. But when they did that, I said, I hope someone kicked them in the dick. They turned on me.
Song, right?
But it's a good song. I'm not gonna lie. I hated that I popped my head.
That rendition, after that version of Scooby Doo, which was What's New Scooby Doo. After that, I felt like is when I fell off.
And that was around 2010, right?
More with it, and then they did that newer version on HBO Max with Velma and Shaggy.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like. I didn't like that at all. I tried. I couldn't get into that. I tried.
I saw clips and pieces. I was like, why are they doing this? No, just the story was fine. Don't.
Yeah, they made like Daphne like such a brat, and like Fred was. I don't know what they were trying to do with Fred. I don't know. And Scooby wasn't even there. But can I ask y'all this? Why does everyone hate Scrappy Doo? I thought Scrappy Doo was like the coolest thing in Scooby Doo. Why do we hate him?
Guy in the movie.
You're lying to me. He's not the bad guy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I saw the movie.
Bad guy, but other than that, he's not.
Right?
I feel like they just find him very annoying. That's why.
Yeah, they had a. I got to say this real quick.
We'll get back. Movies or 3 movies? Oh my god! Now I'm zoning out.
I'm laughing at this because we are just so away from it. Yeah,
wait. Was there 2 live action Scooby Doo movies?
Yes, there were 2 live action.
There was only 2.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, I don't understand why people hated Scrappy. Like that was weird to me. Thanksgiving movies on Tubi. That's okay. What the hell does that mean, Maurice? It figures you like Scrappy Doo. What does Scrappy do to anybody? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Watch the movie.
He's not in the movie.
Yes, it is.
Matt, what the hell was that?
In the first live action movie, there was Scrappy. He was the bad guy.
Oh wait.
Oh, then I stand correct.
They did something different.
Well, my bad. You know what?
And then they decided to try to remake that magic by doing like 1 or 2 live action Scooby movies with them being teenagers.
Oh yeah, you know who was in there? Oh my god. Stephen Amell's cousin, the young one, was in one of those.
He played Fred.
Movies.
The young one.
Yes. I don't know his name, but you know, he played Firestorm in Flash. That's how I know him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. And he was on that show called like Reload or something like that. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yes.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Tomorrow Timers or whatever.
He was bad guy in one of the movies. That's hilarious. But what's the next thing on this thing? We apologize, guys. We this is what we do.
It is fine. That's why y'all watch, because you never know what changes are going to go on here on the air. But we had Dark States backstage, and Dion Lennox says it's time for me to go after a singles title. But worry not, it's still all about the group for him. I'm going to bring some singles gold to Dark States. And at least maybe that way, if he has singles gold, then somebody else can go into that mix up a tag title with Osiris. Maybe be Osiris and Cutler. Maybe it can be Osiris and Shaquan. It can stop being just Osiris and Dion. Literally, y'all put the two tan men, and then the Ebony and Ivory of the group in pairs. But you never switch it up after.
Ebony and Ivory. That's funny.
And if y'all know what I'm referencing every time I say that, then
you actually broke down what that was.
I'm showing my mother's age because she's the one that brings that up.
I love that. You actually broke that down before, but yes, totally.
I've broken it down before tonight. I've broken it down before many times on the air, and I will gladly do so.
Okay. What else do we please.
Did you guys want to say anything about that segment, or do you want me to just move on to the next thing?
That's rude. Do you have anything, Mad Dog? I'm just gonna hit some of these comments.
Oh yeah, I thought
that's
the
rude.
segment was fun. I guess I just I don't know. Just
they're boring. Dark State is boring. Just say they're boring. Just say they're as entertaining as watching paint dry.
I'm laughing because how we go from talking about Scooby Doo and then talk about Dark State? That's just how NXT how we roll.
How we roll, Jeffrey. It's how we roll, man. That's a Jonas Brothers song, by the way. Another fun fact from Mad Dog. By the way, Jonas Brothers got inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame like a couple days ago.
Wait, they're from Jersey? Wait, they're from Jersey?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that.
Actually, Wyckoff, New Jersey. It was
Is it Wyckoff? You said cough? Like a white person coughing?
No. I
don't know. It's a Wyckoff. I'm sorry.
Jonas was here. Another fun fact in my hometown.
Damn, you have a lot of facts.
From the Jonas Brothers actually performed here at the middle school. They went to McAfee Middle School here. So.
Oh, whack off. Is that what that says?
I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not gonna.
Well, that sounds very
disturbing. I swear to God.
That is very disturbing because I would never go anywhere that says whack off.
Jonas was born there. This is another fun fact by Mad Dog. They actually performed here, at the McAfee Middle School here in West Milford, the same hometown of JC Jane, their NXT champion, who I went to high school with. Again, had to throw that out.
What else have we got, Sabrina Estella? I've had it here with Rikio. What do we got next here, Sabrina? Okay, you think you're so funny, don't you?
That we were talking about earlier. I thought it was Cats versus Dogs. It's just called Cats and Dogs. And then it was a sequel movie after that called Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore.
Kitty Galore. That's great.
That's the name of the villain cat in the movie.
I hope they make another one. I think we should get Mr. Cat in there. Yeah?
Yes,
what do you think, Mr. Cat? Huh?
Yes.
You like that? You like that, bud? You know? Make some money for daddy?
It was released in 2010, so why not make another one 15 years later? Or 16.
You hear that, bud?
That with Spy Kids, right? They made like 6 of those Spy Kids movies.
There's Spy Kids movies.
I was close.
There was 5. I remember they were really into this Spy Kids stuff.
I love the Spy Kids movies. My favorite is the second one.
Is that the one where it was like lava and something? No,
it was.
I remember. Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I do remember. Yeah. I want to know if those guys are still acting, the kids, because I don't hear from them anymore.
Actually, believe it or not, the one is no longer acting, but he's married to Megan Trainor. Another fun fact by Mad Dog.
The kid that plays Judy is married to Megan Trainor, and the girl that played Carmen is married to Carlos Pena of Big Time Rush.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think she has kids too with him as well.
Oh wow.
I think she was on Dancing with the Stars once. I used to watch I wonder who won tonight. Did they announce the winner yet? I don't know.
I don't watch
that. I have no idea. Anyway, what we got next?
We had John Cena selecting the entrance for the women's Iron Survivor Challenge match. And he selected Sol Ruca, Lola Vice, Kelani Jordan, Jordynne Grace, and Kendall Gray. Yet another one where it's 4 faces and 1 heel, and Kelani Jordan, since she did turn heel.
I think these picks are good. These are some really good picks. I remember, like, for the
good job.
Yeah, I thought these were some great picks here. I do like Kendall Gray being in this. I don't see her winning, but it's not always about her. It's not always about right. It's not always about the person winning. It's about what they can do with that moment. I remember I want to say it was the first Iron Survivor that they did, and was it
Was it when Chris got all those pins back to back to back, and then he wound up winning?
That was a fun one. I know you ate that one up. No, the one with I almost said Kelani, but Kiana James. I'm sorry, I had to think because of the names. But I remember a lot of people, because I missed the first few minutes of that match because I was out. But I remember everyone was saying like, "Yo, she stood out in that," and I think that's going to be Kendall Gray. In this match, though, I do think. I mean, I know we'll do predictions, but early predictions, I got Soruka taking the win here in this match. I don't know about you guys. What do you got?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Who you got, Mad Dog?
What were the choices again? Because I honestly...
Soruka, Lola Vice, Kelani Jordan, Jordynne Grace, and Kendall Gray.
Probably Lola Vice, because Zari's going to screw over Soruka.
Well, we got George. He's saying he got either Lola, Soruka, or Jordynne Gray. So he picked 3 people.
I say Lola Vice. Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
And the reason why is because we know Zarya is going to screw over Soruka. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, that's going to have to happen.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure anymore. I mean, you might be onto it. But I'm starting to look at Soruka a little side-eyed now. Like I'm starting to look at her like, I don't know. I'm starting to look at Soruka because I mean I think we were all with Zarya being the one, but I don't know anymore. So I want to see how this all goes out. We got Good Chris in the chat. He says he got Lola. Jeffrey says he got Lola. It's long overdue.
Yeah. I agree with Jeffrey. She is overdue for a really good win.
And you mean a big win? I mean, she wins,
big win.
But
sorry,
she doesn't. And all good. No, all good. You was on the money. But Lola Vice, I mean, she could probably be someone, because I look at a lot of women here. Can I just say real quick in the chat? We got Double H in here. He's letting us know every movie that's on Tubi. Keep it up, man.
He says, "Boo Boo, isn't that a TV show?"
Yeah.
Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah. I remember
that was with the mom, right? And the mom got in trouble or something. I don't remember all of it.
I don't remember. I stayed away from that.
There was some crazy stuff happening with that girl's parents. She went through a hell of a lot in her childhood.
Maurice is saying Callie Armstrong should be in this match. No, I mean,
Callie just returned last week on Evolve, so some stuff might have happened, or maybe she got injured. I'm not caught up with it, so I can't say. But if not this year, there's always next year.
And you know what? That's a great point, because I just don't think she has to be in this match right now. She took some time off after losing the championship, and maybe in 2026 is once again. I want to know what you guys are looking at in 2026 about who's going to be a breakout or who's going to have a really great year. And Ms. Armstrong could be that person. She could probably be called up in NXT next year. Do some great stuff and she might be a champion, or she might be an Iron Survivor. We might be talking about her next year around this time being an Iron Survivor. So I don't think she had to be in this match. I think the choices that were picked were some really good picks right about now. I'm surprised where is Jada Parker? That's actually interesting. I don't think she's hurt. Where is she? I feel like we haven't seen her.
Not using her right now. I don't know. Okay. Wait. Now, aren't they you? Oh no, wait. That might be Lash Legends, right? Yeah, I'm War Games.
Lash Legends the main roster. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
What else do we have here, Sabrina Estella?
Well, the main event.
Well, before we get into that main event here, Maddog Kelly, sir, do you have some news to tell?
I do. I actually have some breaking. Robert Irvine did win Dancing with the Stars, season 34. What the hell is that?
That is my reaction because, okay, I told you had some news.
Like
go ahead.
I said, so congrats to Robert Irwin. Steve Irwin's son, by the way.
Oh, wow.
He won Dancing with the Stars season 34, I think. Yeah. So good for him. And by the way, a big fan of that as well. Usually that's what I was actually watching during NXT tonight. It was like I had Dancing on the Stars at 1, and then I had, the thing. But Dancing with the Stars went 3 hours, and we had to go live at 10, so I had to turn it off. But I just looked at my phone real quick. Anyway, so
are you ready?
do some news. So if you want to run the intro, and we'll get at it.
We will run the intro. Mad Dog, the flow is yellow.
Hey guys, what's up?
All right, I'm back. We got some big news besides Robert Irwin winning Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to say that again. Anyway, so sources say that after Penta was injured on Raw Monday night, Wade Barrett went to commercial as an audible to buy some time to get information to Joe Testatore. I think they say it on the situation. It was called off. Said break through Penta wanted to try to continue the match, which apparently was set to go roughly around 12 minutes. Penta did apologize for the whole thing, and I don't know how his injury is and what's going on with that. So, former WWE superstar Ridge Holland underwent neck surgery. He thanked all the healthcare workers, and he said that he will be getting better every day, and thanks his fans. So I believe the surgery was done in Manhattan. So, shout out to all them. Ray Phoenix, he said that he actually might actually do a reunion with his brother. He doesn't know when, but he says he feels in his heart that the moment will happen in the tag team division, that him and Penta will be a tag team. Right now, they're both single superstars. One's on SmackDown, one's on Raw. Both doing great things. MLW will return to Atlanta in March 14th at Center Stage. The Dallas event has been rescheduled. MLW issued a statement on all that. Triple H said they might be getting closer to a real Hall of Fame, like a physical building. They've been working on this for years, a museum, a building, whatever it was. They've been working on it for years now. And the last thing, ESPN tonight just came out with the 30 under 30 best pro wrestlers. Before I get to the name, who do you guys think it is? I just want to throw a guess. Who do you think it is?
Dominic Mysterio, isn't he number 1?
For the second year in a row. Drum roll. Or no drum roll. Correct. Dominic Mysterio tops the list for a second year in a row. Congrats to him. I have the list here. Kyle Fletcher, Rhea Ripley, MJF, Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker, Blake Monroe, Obafemi, Roxanne Perez. And that tops your list. Roxanne jumped from 20 up to 10 this year. So there you go. Leon Slater, by the way, I believe is number 11. So there you go. Yeah. Wow. Congrats to all these guys and girls. Yeah. But yes, Dominic Mysterio.
I have one more thing to add. So
please.
A few weeks ago, I had mentioned that the WWE Women's ID Championship belt, Smiley Kylie had to relinquish because she's on maternity leave. And they had their match last Monday to determine who was going to be the new champion. The 6-woman match with Erica Demia, Brittany Brooks, Notorious Mimi, formerly known as Sloane Jacobs on NXT, Tiara James, Shannon Levangie, and Lainey Luck during the Wrestling Open in Rhode Island. And the new WWE Women's ID champion is Lainey Luck. And they do say that if a non-WWE ID wrestler wins either the men or the women's title, they receive a contract automatically.
Cool.
Oh, well.
So as of now, Lainey has officially been WWE Women's ID Champion for 8 days.
Oh, congratulations to the young lady. Wow. Good job.
Big Chris says Roxanne Perez is 9. That's all he cares about. I saw that in our chat there. So
I see. George is not
number
I'm
one
just
again. Wow.
I'm curious though. I do want to ask George this because he's not a fan of this list. He said that list is horrible. So what about that list is horrible? I do want to know.
The fact that Dominic is number 1 for the second year in a row.
Dominic Mysterio, man. I mean, he does
run of his life. Run of his life.
Listen, I'm just saying it from George's perspective.
Okay,
Dominic's number 1 on the list.
Some people don't like Dominic Mysterio.
I think
he's the greatest North American champion of all time.
So, I'm not going to knock him for that.
No, and I know there was a certain there was these credentials on why did they pick these people like how they did. I don't have them in front of me, but the list don't bother me. Good on Dominic Mysterio. I mean, he's been killing it. There's nothing more I can say. I mean, I'll be honest. I would sit here and say, I really just lately really was like really acknowledging the growth of this guy, and he's continuing to grow. I remember a time when people would say, as a future world champion, and I was like, I don't see it. But now I totally see it. I mean, the kid gets it, man. He totally gets it. He gets the.
Well, I mean, he literally grew up in the business and grew up on camera in front of everybody.
He sure did. Listen, and
he knows the business.
8 years old. How many kids can say that they got an action figure made of them when they were 8 years old? Buy a big company.
Pretty cool.
That's
pretty damn cool.
I mean, he's killing it.
He was on AAA actually over the weekend. I watched a little bit too. Besides Full Gear, I have Full Gear on in my room, and then I had on my phone. I had AAA. Dominic Mysterio was on AAA, so he's everywhere. You know what I mean? Dominic Mysterio.
Well, I mean, he is their champion
over the place
over there. So,
and once again, greatest North American champion.
No, he's not.
No,
he's not. He is not. Nope.
Yes,
no. I refuse.
I have people who can back that up.
Kelly, you are not turning to the executive consultant with that nonsense.
You are getting flawed, Mad Dog. And I do want to say and give it up to
consultant. I was this close to using the name Christopher, but I did not because that's the executive consultant's name, and I was not going to add that.
Yes, me and him agree. He is the greatest.
Listen, hold on, Mad Dog. You don't have to agree with him. You got the job. So you understand. You don't. You have to fear for your job.
He's absolutely right. Name another great North American champion.
Wesley, Carmelo Hayes.
Good, but not as good as Dominic.
Sorry, I totally do not. Yeah, we did. You wasn't. You put
Dominic on his list, but I felt like he also did that to get on EC's nerves, which he did, and it was glorious.
I'm the best at what I do. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, and you will be excellently executed. That's just what I do.
And you're next. That's all I have to say to that, because you know who says that.
Mad Dog, I lied. That is not a cool shirt.
Christian, I have a cousin named Christian.
Apparently, I mean,
big.
What I've learned? What I've learned is Mad Dog literally have ownership on every name, because every time you mention something to him, you could say something like, "Oh, Doug." Well, I know a tree named Doug. Okay, Mad Dog. But let's get to this, man.
Actually, I did.
Oh my God!
Anyways, we had Myles Borne
plant the tree
versus Trick Williams. For the Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying match to determine who is going to be the final person in this big old match we're going to have coming up soon. And I'm just going to say this. I felt like with how early the main event had started, in comparison to how it normally is, I thought that they were going to go a lot longer than it did. I didn't think it was going to finish like around 9:30-ish. I figured it was going to be like another 10, 15 minutes to make it seem like, they can go on for a little bit longer, make it really feel like it's somewhat like an Iron Man match, like have them go on for a little bit more time. But It wasn't a bad amount of time of it, of course. And we see Joe Hendry, Javon, and Leon watching backstage because Dion don't give a damn. And it was a solid back and forth all around for both of these two. And there weren't any interferences. Myles made Trick Williams be born again on the floor,
Mhm.
and then he hit it one more time in the ring, qualifying to be the last man for the Iron Survivor Challenge at Deadline. And
I like
after the match is over, Dark State do their best impression of the Death Riders before they turn on Jon Moxley and come in the ring. And every time I see them, I'm like, wow, they really have nothing better to do. They're just so damn bored. They got to punch everybody. And I just thought, are you kidding me? You going to do this? But Javon, Leon, and Joe Hendry came in the ring to give Myles some backup so it's not just four versus one. And then they stared each other down, and that's how everything was ending.
It was fine. You know, it was funny at this taping here when I went. I felt like I heard Matt Borne's theme like 3 times to the point where I thought I was going insane. I remember making a joke watching. So when this match happened, if I could just talk about placement here, this match was taped before the first week of the Gold Rush. So it's just funny. I don't know, like when you watch these shows and how they splice everything and things like that. I know I said that earlier, but the match was fine. I mean, look, they're putting a lot of stock into Myles, and that's why I was looking at in 2026. I think he's gonna. I need time to think about it because Myles is kind of a favorite, but I don't see him winning because I also, you know, the segment that you talked about earlier with him and Ethan, and I think he's going to be the one to take the title off of Ethan.
That's
but I
what
do
I've
like
been saying for a while too.
Yeah, but I do see. I think he's gonna have a really good showing though. You know, Matt Borne. Matt Borne. Is it Matt Borne? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm
Myles
blinking.
Borne, yeah.
Myles. I know it begin with an M. It's just
Young Randy. I got to shout out that again. Young Randy.
Do you feel big when you say that? Do you feel happy when you do that, Mad Dog?
What? Yeah. I like saying Young Randy. I mean, why not? He is a young Randy Orton, is he not?
No.
He's got the move set. He's got the kind of the look of the young Randy. He's dating Stephanie Vicur, which I think is champion. I think, I think champion.
She is.
There you go. Yeah.
So I gotta ask Jeffrey
all,
because
wow.
I do want to ask because I thought I was losing my mind. I was just telling, not just telling, but earlier before the show, I was telling my co-host here. And I was like, I would go on Twitter and like a lot of people were like 10, 15 minutes before me. And I was confused because I'm watching on CW. So you was watching it on Netflix. Because I feel like I saw you post something and I was just like, wait. And I thought and I was trying to push my because I thought the thing wasn't live, but it was live. But now I'm realizing all these platforms are different because he said on his Netflix it didn't show live, so you had to go to the next episode section and find it. Marie says Myles whooped that trick multiple times. Yeah, he did. There was like a backstage thing. There was one that didn't even air. There was one after the Speed Championship match, he runs out to the ring talking about Trick, and then Myles just beat him up. I heard that theme so many. Maurice was there. He could clarify these things. But it was just wild. Like I kept hearing this theme. I said, why do you keep playing the Hoobastank song? And I like Hoobastank, by the way. It's nothing against them, but they played it so much where it started. I felt like it was just drilled in my head. I felt like they just slammed my head in the ground. And I said, no, please. And they said, no, take this Hoobastank music. It's good music though. But good for him. And I saw George too. We saw your comment. I gotta highlight. I'm sorry, Double H here. I gotta highlight him. He said tomorrow afternoon, the Survivor Series San Diego preview show on YouTube for True Hero Wrestling. I just want to highlight him because throughout the whole show, I've seen you the whole time, and he kept telling us what is on Tubi. We got time today is on Tubi. I just want to highlight this. We got 21 Jump Street is on Tubi and Peacock.
I have Peacock thanks to NXT.
Pacific. Wait. Hold on. No. I'm not done. Pacific Blue is on Tubi and Peacock. This Is Us is on Tubi.
And HBO Max, by the way. I watched that.
Oh, okay. There we go. It's on HBO Max. You didn't include HBO Max there, Double H. Double H also said Moesha is on Tubi.
I love Moesha.
He also wants you to know Sabrina, not Estella, Sabrina the Teenager Witch is on Tubi.
And Paramount Plus.
And Paramount Plus. You know what I watch on Paramount Plus? They have Beavis and Butthead. I love that show. It's one of my favorite shows. We got
you know
also
they
too.
have-
Fan, but that show did give us Daria, so for that I'm thankful for it.
I love Daria. Daria, and that's
Yeah.
also on Paramount Plus, but I love Daria. And also, one last one for the road, Dance Mom. I never heard the show, is on Tubi. So my point is, I don't know if this guy is you know, like Tubi pays him or anything like that. But go to Tubi, man.
Terrifier is also on Tubi.
Yo, what up, fam? Yo, what up, RJ? I haven't seen this guy in a while. He's fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm yelling, but this guy I always like to throw out because he's a good friend. He supports stuff. First off, that's a fantastic picture, by the way. It's just super cool. Look like an anime picture. But he does the CWA, which means Creative Wrestling League. It's great. It's fantastic. I want you to plug it here, sir, so people can go there and watch. He also Jeffrey says free advertising. Yeah, free advertising. He told us everything. Yes, fucking yes. That show is on Tubi. I love that. Was the first Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. I'm sorry, I'm a big time Sonic the Hedgehog nerd. In case you guys didn't know, I have Sonic the Hedgehog right here on the side. Boom. But that was the first. That was the first Sonic the Hedgehog card. Another memorabilia I got here. I got this at DreamCon last year. Look, it's Fat Sonic. Sonic when he has too many rings.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I love Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I just haven't made time to watch it. But go to Tubi. They have some really fantastic. I watched The Honeymooners on Tubi. It's a really good Sonic X. It's on. No, I think Sonic X. Last time I checked, I thought it was on Tubi as well. But he's saying it's on Roku. My TV is Roku, so that's cool. But I think it's cool that you got Roku. See, there we go. Roku's fantastic.
I got Fire Stick on mine. It's programmed into
Well, that's why I can watch NWA Power because they have it on the Roku channel.
Is that's on Roku? NWA? Okay.
They tried to deal with the CW, and then NXT took over.
And NXT took over. The Sonic X theme is fantastic. It's one of my favorite. I'm sorry. I just want to throw out there. It's a fantastic. Oh, see, you know.
Watch the Sonic X though.
Oh, that's fantastic. There we go.
You know,
but now it's on Roku.
You know, it's on Peacock. I just realized this. This is why I keep Peacock. NXT. They have the show. They're gonna have the PLE on Peacock.
They do all the NXT PLE still. On
Roku.
Roku.
Yeah. I just realized that now. It just clicked in my brain. We're talking about all this stuff.
No, it's there, and that's how come.
Yeah.
And that's how
main event too. Which, by the way, EC and Z Silent, check those guys out on the Super Show on Monday. They said that it Saturday Night Main Event is now kind of like a PLE because it's only on Peacock. That's
what they try to stack
EC was saying, and Z was saying no, and
no point.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting. And
it's
this. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that one I didn't know. I didn't know NXT was on
Old
TV.
NXT
But they are trying to stack.
Peacock, right?
I'm not sure, but I was just gonna say on the Saturday Night Main Event, I can see what EC is talking about and the way that they are stacking it, and these last ones they try to make it a big deal. The Bill Goldberg's retirement match, John Cena's retirement match. They had the War Heavyweight.
That he's gonna get squad like Gunther's in both, like Bill Goldberg's match, and then he's gonna. The rumor is he's gonna be, John Cena's final opponent.
I will say that I think it would be great for Gunther to have that because I just don't think he was a good world champion the way he was booked and presented, and I think this would be a great way to give him some momentum going into 2026 because then people are gonna be like, wow, he retired a great and John Cena and Bill Frederick Douglas Goldberg at the same time.
Hey, Bill Goldberg is great. Leave him alone.
No. As a matter of fact, I just want
to make this man's blood pressure rise.
Oh no, Mad Dog. Listen, I want everyone to know right now. If you don't see Mad Dog next week, you know what happened because I'll be sitting there saying, "That don't work for me, brother."
And if that doesn't happen, then there's no prediction show for a deadline, brother. Yeah.
What's that?
Okay,
sass dog. We can do
this too. Remember?
Did you see that?
You're next. I've always wanted to do that. Never got to do that.
All right, boys. All right.
let's wrap this show up because we're almost going into 2-hour mark. So let me do some plugs here for the unpopular review side of things. Unpopular review, we have a lot of shows here. And if you like what we're doing here, continue to be here with us on Tuesdays. But on Mondays, we have the Super Show. It's a combined review of Raw and SmackDown. We got Z the Silent. Sometimes, what's his name? Willie. I'm so sorry. With this, sometimes he has some steam. Sometimes he don't have no steam. He might be on the show. You might have the executive consultant on the show. Who knows? But it is a great show with some great people on it, so please check that out. Obviously, you can check our lovely faces out on Tuesday, right after NXT go off the air. You know, I'm going to be here talking about the fantastic JC Jane. Maddog is going to give you facts, and Sabrina Estella is going to try to reel us in because she knows that what kind of man is.
And if I don't reel them in, I just give Matthew 5 to 10 middle names in the same night.
We might have to call you the nickname.
Give me the night.
Yeah, what's the count? What's the count for today? What's the count for tonight?
Yeah, I figured this out.
Well, we have 6 tonight, 7.
Whoa! 7 in total. So there we go. We got to see what next week look like. Let's see if Maddog can continue to break the record here. On Wednesdays, they're called All Elite.
If like a troll, then he will.
I'm pretty sure he will. I can't wait to see what this is going to look.
Troll.
You're taking lessons from Steven, so yes.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, cool. That's his name. I gotta get a hold of him for the War Games show Friday, I think, hopefully, or somebody for War Games. We'll see.
And on Wednesday we got one more show here. Two. We'll go with this. Wednesdays, we got All Elite Heat. We got Cactus Katie, Venomous Venny, and the Sheriff. And they talk about all things. They don't talk enough about the Don Callis family. That's a shame. But, like, hopefully they can get better at talking about the Don Callis family because they are great. I love that group. I just want them to expand even more into 2026. And hopefully this week, we're not sure yet, but I know Maddog, you will be talking to one Big Daddy Cool.
I do want to do a War Games. Yeah, I do. War Games is the last big one, so I got to talk to some people about that. We will
there we go.
Try and figure it out. Friday, I hope.
Friday, just continue to follow, and that's why it's so important to hit that like, subscribe, and notification because you never know when we're going to go live, and we'll figure it out. So with that said, I think that's all the plugs here for the unpopular review side. But Sabrina Estella, it's always great to tell for me to give you the floor and you talk about your content because you're building your brand. You've been killing it the last few years. With the unofficial camera woman, because it's funny, you're unofficial, but you are very official. So Sabrina Estella, tell the people watching where they can find you when you do YouTube.
Well, I'm the unofficial camera woman because nobody pays me to record stuff at their shows because I don't charge them. And these people are lucky I have not charged them in the last 4 years. But you may go on my channel and find matches recorded throughout Central Florida and occasionally South. I just made some videos public, got some shows that I was at a couple weeks ago, and you can even catch one Matt Seidel in one or two of these videos. And I was just at a show yesterday because I didn't have to work. I had free time. Why not go? It was free. And Cedric Alexander was there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, I know him. Know of him.
Yeah, one of my friends who's a wrestler that looks like him, he mentioned on an interview at a show that Cedric heard about him, and they showed a picture of my friend to him, to Big Swole, and their kid, and they were like, whoa.
Whoa.
And they did the Spider-Man meme picture. I'm going to see if I can find it right now.
Oh, that's going to be great. Maddog. Where do you be on social media and stuff? Where do you got people?
Yeah. Follow me, Matt_Maddog. I'm all over the place. Make sure they do. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Oh wow, they do look alike.
See?
Now those guys are twins, just like Matt Cardona and Zack Ryder. They are twins.
Thank you so much for that, Maddog. You know what? I blame you for that.
Dog. We should make a segment. I mean, I have my own.
No, absolutely not.
Stop doing this.
You know, I am very upset with. Where's my list, Mr. Cat? What? Oh, he's asleep. I can't show you. Matter of fact, I can show you guys. Look at him. He's asleep. Oh, isn't he adorable? You're so adorable, baby. All right, so let me plug some stuff here. There we go. Look at that name. So now we're up to 8, right?
Yes.
That's great.
The
Maddog
things
is
you say, Matthew.
Matthew.
Oh gosh, gracious.
I'll close it off with this. So I have a little podcast. It's called the Big Pop Theory Podcast. It's fun. We've been reviewing some retrospect stuff this month. We've been done 2001 Survivor Series, 2016 Survivor Series, and 2019. But Wednesday, what we're going to do is do a Survivor Series of 2025. We're going to go live. That might be crazy because you never know what's going to come out of these guys' mouths when we go live. And so the plan is on Wednesday at 8 o'clock or 8-ish, we were going to go live, give our predictions for Survivor Series. Saturday, go live after Survivor Series. We would have did predictions on Friday, but I want to give a shout out to a really good friend. Her name is NCat We Trust. She used to be a part of UPR, but she's built her own brand. She's done fantastic stuff outside of her brand, doing announce work and the panels that she have for the women. I think that's fantastic, giving them a space where they could talk about their love about wrestling. So I want to give her a shout out. Friday, we're supposed to be going bowling, and I feel so bad that I have to just dominate her. She's going to get crushed, and I feel bad because I told her in bowling, I am the black Tiger Woods, so she don't stand a chance against me, and I feel very bad for her. So there won't be no show on Friday, but Saturday we're going to go live after Survivor Series, and on Sunday, we don't know yet, there might be an audio podcast. So I'm working these next few days, so it should be fun. I look forward to do these things and be back here Tuesday to talk some NXT. And with that all said,
and then next week, the following week is deadline, right? When's deadline? Because I need to know.
Next Saturday.
Okay, so we need to do the prediction. Okay, I'll talk to you guys after about the prediction show we have to do for deadline. Great, excellent. Now I know because the dates are all confusing for me. I'm losing track of dates.
I can't help it. I'm gonna have to embarrass her. Don't embarrass her too bad, Jack. I'm gonna dominate.
And by the way, I also found out that just now you mentioned Tiger Woods. I found out he's a golf player. He was what?
Player,
yeah. Yeah, he's like I say, he's a golf player. So yeah, good for Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is literally one of the most well-known professional golfers out there. So thank you.
Yeah. Just found that out.
You know.
I'm not giving another middle name. I've already given 7 tonight.
I do. There is Jeffrey, and I'm so glad that he reminded. I'm trying to find this. Do we have it? Oh, we do. Real quick before we're gonna play this one commercial, and then we're calling it a show.
That's Triple H, by the way. That's confirmed. I don't care. Anybody says that dude.
I didn't know who that was, and I wanted to say I don't know why, but I almost feel like I could see his ass crack, and I just don't want to see that. But let me talk to you guys. Listen, you guys are here because you like professional wrestling. We like professional wrestling, and we would love to go to WrestleMania, but I'm pretty sure you've seen those WrestleMania tickets, and you said, "Oh, I can't, absolutely not," so I'm not going to go. But why not join us on a cruise, on a ship, hanging out with us, and you get to see how we are in real life, real time, and watch this thing called WrestleMania. It's a fun time. It's a good time. I'm just excited thinking about it. I went to WrestleMania this year, and I'll be honest with you. I said, I have no business out here in Las Vegas. And I thought I was going to be stranded there because I didn't think I could make it home. It's funny and sad at the same time because I kind of cried that day. But nonetheless, if you're interested in it, hit us up. You can hit any of the hosts here if there's any interest. And I think that would be a great time. So with all that said, follow our social medias at Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, definitely YouTube. Follow the entertainment side of things. I mean, right now, they're rebuilding a little bit here on entertainment. When me and Cedar Superior, we go live on Sundays talking about geek news, so that's fun.
I
Unpopular
think
review.
Benny does a show too, right? On Saturdays, he does some sort of
Benny.
movie review.
Yeah, it's like Saturday something. Venny does something too earlier in the morning, so please check all that out. I lost my train of thought here because I really had something there and I lost it. Thank you, Mad Dog.
Hey, I just wanted to shout out, everybody on the thing. I don't have all the lists for the entertainment stuff yet, building that, but I will get it and I will make sure we have it.
That is the show, guys. Everyone wave to the people. Thank
Happy
you guys for
Thanksgiving!
Oh, I wanted to say Happy Thanksgiving. And also last week was Unpopular Reviews.
Even Thanksgiving.
This week is Thanksgiving. Last week was Unpopular Review's birthday last week. So there's a lot to celebrate.
Yes, that's right.
And we want to say here and thank you real quick. As we're saying, it's Thanksgiving. We're very thankful for you guys for supporting us, being in the chat, shooting the crap with us, and just being who you are. So I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Not even I. We all hope that you guys have a great Thanksgiving. You spend the time with family, you eat lovely, and create lovely memories. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Tune in tomorrow for All Elite Heat, and we'll see you guys Tuesday.
Bye.